Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good morning. This is Shevlin Perry Ministries. God love you and I love you too. I come here to let you know that God told me this morning to let you know to bounce back. It's time for you to bounce back. Do like a rubber ball, bounce back. When you drop it, a rubber ball, it doesn't stay there unless it's flat or it doesn't have an air in it. But God said if it's full of air, it's going to bounce back. So God said it's time for you to bounce back in this race, to get back in the race. People have counted you out. They thought that you wasn't going to make it, that you was not, that God was not concerned about you, but you are blessed and highly favored of God. You are chosen of God. So God said today, tell yourself, bounce back. Whatever's been going on in your life is not too hard for God. Bounce back. If you're having financial difficulties, bounce back. If you're having people that have died, God said, I know you're grieving. I know you're hurt. I know your wounds. I'm going to heal. We'll take one day at a time. But God said, bounce back. God said, bounce back. It is important for us to get back in the race because, just sitting there is not making anything any better. Just grieving all the time is not making anything better. Just get up and do something. Get up and go visit the nursing home. Go speak a word. Tell some people that God loved them. In spite of it all, God loved them. Go to the jails. Tell the young people. It's a lot of young people that do not know God. It's a lot of old people that do not know God. They think they do, but they don't. So God said, bounce back. It's all a learning curve for all of us. All have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. So we all know that all of us fall short sometime. But God says it's time to bounce back. God has anointed you and called you and chosen you for a time like this. Because a lot of people, they are called, but they're not called to the ministry. Everybody has a ministry, but they're not called to the office of ministry. But when you're called to the office of ministry, there is a great mandate on your life. You have to get up and go. It's not about you. It's about God and about the assignment that God has on your life. So get up and bounce back. Do like that rubber ball. Bounce back. Just tell yourself, so I'm going to bounce back. I'm going to get up out there because, the greatest joy you can have is seeing the expression on people's face when they thought you wasn't going to make it. When they thought that you was going to be out of your house. When they thought that you wasn't going to have your cars. When they thought you was going to lose your mind. So so bounce back. Because that's what the enjoyment coming back was, seeing people like, oh, wow, I don't understand how they made it. But you made it by the grace of God. Bounce back. It is important that we go and we tell the people about the goodness of the Lord. Tell the young people about the love that God has for them. He wants great things for them. He don't want them on the street killing each other, robbing, stealing, molesting people, raping people, just fighting in schools, all these kind of things that is going on that the devil is trying to plant in the minds of the young people. God wants them to have a good life, an abundant life. And God wants all of us to have abundant life. He wants us to be saved. Most of all, he wants us to live a good, godly life for him. Follow his commandments. I know it's hard sometimes, and all the time we're not going to do things right. So don't think that it's hard to live a life for God. My grandmother used to tell me, even when we was going to church and we wasn't doing everything that was right, she would just, everything that was right, but she would just say, just do what is right. Well, we wasn't doing what was right, but she meant you don't have to go stealing. You don't have to kill nobody. You don't have to break into anybody's house. You don't have to be fighting all the time. She's just saying to have some morality, have some morality, some integrity, some common sense about something to keep you out of jail, to keep you out of the grave. Watch your mouth. Watch what you say. You don't have to be always arguing with somebody, always in someone's business, always being messy. You don't have to do that. Tend to your own business. Tend to your own home. And then you will be successful. Even if you're not an educated person, you can have a trade or a skill. Even if you're not the pastor, you can be a good lay person. You can be a good choir member. You can be a good, a good usher, a deacon, missionary. God has something for each of us to do. So he said, bounce back. Isaiah 26:4 said, trust in the Lord forever. Trust in the Lord forever. That means God is right here with us. Trust in him. Because if you trust in the Lord forever, it said forever. That means don't give up. It may seem like you want to give up, but bounce back. Trust in the Lord forever, because that's where your hope, your strength, everything you need is in the Lord. So trust in the Lord. And tell yourself once again before I go, bounce back. I'm going to bounce back.